Other Casper is down by about 3.5% this week. However, it successfully stays above the intermediate support level of 0.003. So let's take a quick look and see how high likely it is for it to break outside of the downtrend. If you're new to my session, I'll cover the Wyckoff stage, potential price trend change, as well as key price levels. These are education contents, not financial advice. Looking at the weekly chart of Casper, it's not difficult to see that we are the fourth week into the test of this support line, the 0.003 I mentioned just now. Looking at the volume, it has significantly dropped, compared to the past 3 weeks. Compared to last week, this week is roughly about half to at most, 2/3 of what we had last week, and is also lower than the previous 2 weeks. So it's not a bad sign at all. It's more like an equilibrium position where the bulls and the bears exchange hands. It doesn't mean it's going to finish, however, because when we get to the daily chart, we'll be able to see what is getting closer and closer. From the big picture perspective, according to the Wyckoff method, if this is really the end of the paper hands, diamond hands shakeout, at least for this round, okay? Not saying that the entire accumulation cycle is over, but if it is really getting close to the point where the whales are satisfied with the shakeout that no more paper hands are there for them to get rid of, then eventually we'll see a bunch of white candles bringing the price back to retest at least the green key level of 0.0235, okay? That's where the automatic rally top was, as well as the last side of strength challenged, okay? So somewhere around the green key level. Best if it touches the 0.03. So price rise combined with higher than average volume. We are seeing the rise in volume. Okay, just that it hasn't come to the point of price rise yet. Okay, but it seems like we're getting close because when the volume has been rising, the price didn't really drop crazily. So that's why I said it may be close. If we look at the daily charts, what we can see here is that last time we talked about a potential confirmation to come by the end of this month. Unfortunately, what happened yesterday confirmed that, that's over. That window is closed. Okay, this uptrend that lasted only for 3 days was getting rejected. But today, there is a different story. While the bears were trying to sell, or the paper hands were trying to sell, there's a clear force pushing the price back to above the 0.003 level. If this continues in a week or less than a week's time, we would be able to see the confirmation when the price continues to edge towards this triangle or the window to confirm the downtrend is over. If it breaks above the ceiling and stays above this intermediate support line, then we can confirm that it is over. But if it breaks out for a day and then comes back to the channel, then we have to observe further. And the worst case scenario is that it didn't break out at all and just get rejected by the ceiling and comes to seek the all-time low. That's the situation that I believe we don't want to see. Okay? It has been trading along the stronger half of the channel for so long. If it gets to this point and drop back, that's a very disappointing move, but it's still a possibility. So it all depends on how the situation evolves in the Middle East, as well as the economic data that's going to come out from the US in March. All in all, if the paper hands are gone, there's not much room for the price to go down. But if there's still a bit of paper hands that are willing to sell, then this is not the end or the lowest point for Casper. If you're interested to see these sessions 2 days earlier, join the other members now. here's another video for you. Thank you.